I'm Elise the Archer, and my grandpa's gonna help me with doing the bows and arrows.
I'm Grandpa. Lisa wanted me to help show you guys the difference between the older bows from what we started with to the newer ones, right?
Yeah.
This one is a long bow. There's no bends hardly in it. That's why it's called a long or straight bow, they used to call them. When you used to draw these back, you could hear every muscle in your arm creak and crink, and because they were really hard to pull back. But that's how we started, right?
Yeah.
And then you remember what this one is? That's the recurve.
Recurve.
Then they evolved into the recurve, which is obviously, you can tell by the curve in the limbs. That made them a lot easier to draw back and to hold at different weights. And then what we used to shoot with these, the long bows, we started out with the cedar shafts. That's all wood cedar. We used to make these. Then we used to put our own feathers, die-cut feathers on, glue them on ourselves. This was back in the old days. Yeah, you don't remember.
When you were a kid.
The cedar shaft. We had a finger tab. That's usually what we held the string back with. So it made it easier on our fingers. These were what revolutionized the archery industry right here. Then we moved on to the compounds. We went from the cedar shaft to the aluminum feathers. Then the vanes, the plastic vanes started coming in real popular about this time. We used to have to wear arm guards because the string would slap our arms really bad, especially with the old long bows and recurves. Then we evolved into the compounds, which this is a very old one, but I still hunt with this. In fact, I took a deer with it this year, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lacey was there.
The duct tape was really helpful.
Yeah, this is back in the inventive days, though. I mean, duct tape holding the quiver on, right? Everything on this bow is really old. But this aluminum arrows is really cool. And then we evolved from this bow.
That's why it has duct tape everywhere.
Yeah. Then we evolved from this bow to the newer compounds, which started shooting the graphite. Look at the difference in how thick those are. And they weigh about half,
This one,
even less than
this
half.
one, and this one.
Went from a cedar shaft to these carbons. These things are really light and really fast. But when we went from the finger tab to the mechanical release to this, which this is a high performance Matthews compound, and it's got let off, draw it back, and it lets off, so it's easier to pull or easier to hold, and they're really cool, aren't they? They're really cool. And through all this, from start to finish, we wind up with the crossbows that are legal now. And these things are so accurate. It's crazy how accurate they are. And then we've gone from all these arrows, the cedar shaft, to this crossbow bolt with the mechanical broadhead that opens on impact. The accuracy that you can achieve with these crossbows, Lacey, I believe, probably the second time she ever shot one, she was hitting bullseyes, and you shot 2 deer with one now? 3? 4.
10 point.
Yeah, she's actually taken 4 deer with this one. But that's what I had. She asked me to go through these bows with you, so that's what I've done. This is Lacey the Archer and her podcast. I'm so proud of her.